I got my albino sulcata tortoise here today, and we're going to be doing some cool stuff at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? Dave Palumbo here from Muscle Serpents Daily, and I am out of surgery. I'm back in the fray, and we're going to do a video for you today. We're going to be taking a look at some cool boas in my collection. We're going to be looking at that ball python clutch that hatched today. A scaleless one. We got 2 scaleless snakes. So we're going to take a look at that, and you never know what else we might see along the way. I'm on my little scooter here because I got my foot surgery done, so I'm not allowed to put any weight on my foot, so I'm scooting around my facility, taking videos, having fun outside here. Let's take a look on this beautiful, beautiful Monday afternoon. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you had a great weekend, and I'm going to try to keep the videos flowing, even though I'm a little on the handicap side. Stay tuned. All right, checking all the animals out on this fine, beautiful day out here. I'm happy I'm getting around on my little scooter because I have my leg up. It's my foot surgery. Checking out the albino turtles. Got my pair of albino red ear sliders here. I have one of my favorites, pink belly side neck albino turtle. Look at that belly. Beautiful reds and pinks in there. I have my pair of caramel red ear sliders. I have a pink belly side neck possible head albino turtle. And one of my favorites from Tom Crutchfield is my Timor snake neck turtle. This guy's a little monster. He only likes bloodworms. He's very tame. He knows when I'm going to feed him in the morning. He comes right up to me. He'll get right and climb right into my hand. And then we have our albino softshell turtle buried somewhere in the sand over there. So they're all good. My fish are doing good. My angel fish are really putting on a lot of size in their beautiful, naturally planted tank. All those plants are real. No fake plants there. You got my little clown loach there. My pied angel. There's my one discus fish I have in there. I'll probably get a few more once my foot gets better. I'd like to get a couple mother of pearl discus. This one's a little skittish. They're all doing good. We're gonna go outside and take a look at the tortoises. There's the albino sulcata tortoises, and once my foot heals up, I really want to build them an outdoor enclosure. It's really time. They're really outgrowing this, and the 2 of them are in there. They're chilling out. This is their midday nap they're taking. They're just kind of sleeping it off. I've been giving them a lot of Timothy hay. They seem to be really liking that a lot, in addition to the lettuce I give them. But Timothy hay is supposed to be really good for them. Sometimes the lettuce can be a little too high in protein. I know it doesn't sound like lettuce really has protein, but it does have more than you think sometimes. So we'll be giving them a lot more hay recently. And since we're getting the tour of all the little stuff I got going on in the morning here, I have my cacti plants, or cactus plants, that I've been breeding. You could break one of these little leaves off and put them in water, and you can root them and you can plant them, and I've been doing that. Got my 2 mango trees that I grew from seeds. I got my blueberry plant. It's actually a red blueberry plant. I know that sounds like a little bit of almost like a contradiction, but they do have pink blueberries. I've eaten them. I got my little lime plant over there. And I got a bunch of, ooh, look, let's go take a look at it over here. What's blooming up? I bought this little pot. It had the bulbs in it already. All I had to do was put water in it, and they've been growing. So those are springing up as well. It's very dry here. It looks like we definitely need to water these plants. I probably won't do that so I don't break my neck or anything like that, but these plants are really dry looking, so. It's been hot here in Florida, and it hasn't really rained that much. Let's head over to the snake building. All right, guys. As you know, I'm had some foot surgery, so I'm gonna have to really be kind of creative on how I do these videos because I can't really move around too much. Luckily, Pablo cut the top of these eggs before he went home on Friday, so we're here Saturday, and this was a scaleless head blade to a scaleless head blade, and As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, we got a bunch of, got some scaleless heads, but we got 2 scaleless animals. So I never get tired of seeing these babies. Look at that. They haven't come out of the egg yet, but they are 100% scaleless, and they might be blade as well. We'll have to take a look when they come out. I think this one is scaleless right here. Scaleless head, I should say. This one looks like a scaleless head too. You can see a lot of these are blade too. They have some blade in them, even the ones that maybe aren't scaleless head at all. But those are pretty good odds. On 6 eggs, should have been a 1 in 4 chance. We got 2 scaleless animals. So I guess that was a good day. It's also a good day because I'm not in any pain today, or I'm not in a lot of pain today, I should say. So we're gonna put these back in the incubator. Probably by Monday, they'll be crawling around and we'll be able to do a real cool video on them. All right, here's the babies I showed you the other day that were still in the process of hatching with my kids. We got 2 completely scaleless animals, which is weird because, I mean, it's not weird that we got 2, but we get good odds. But one's really light, this one, and this one's a little darker, which kind of doesn't make sense to me, but it probably will once I sit down and think about it. We got a lot of blade stuff here. Both parents were blade. So whether maybe this one's super blade, it looks a really reduced pattern compared to this, so that could be a possibility. I have to check the non-scaleless to see if they're actually scaleless head, but we definitely got 2 completely scaleless. I love these, especially when they're born. They're so like, it feels like a baby's skin, really. They're so smooth. What's gonna fall on the floor here? Let's get them back in here. And they're really, this mother always produces babies that are very big, and they look like they've had about 4 meals already in them and they haven't eaten at all. But look, even this one, look at how high contrast this snake is. I don't even know if it's scaleless head, to be honest with you, because I don't see any scales missing. I'll have to check that quarter. It might be scaleless head. It looks like it's missing a few, but just, they look like all the scaleless and the scaleless head animals all have like a higher contrast to them that the other animals just don't have. So super cool. Look at this beauty. One of my favorite male boas just shed. Look how beautiful he's looking. That is a Fire Labby Het VPI, T positive, male. Growing up nicely. Look at that beautiful blue eye. Little labyrinth pattern. Really, it almost looks like the hypo gene in ball pythons just has completely diluted that labyrinth gene down, which is what the fire gene does. And you look at all those pinks in here. We have some really, really nice contrast with this pattern, the Labby pattern, and then that color. It's hard to even say what it is. It's like a pinkish, yellowish, I don't even know, whitish looking thing. And then that blue eye is just, what a great combination that Labby and Fire gene make together. They really, really complement each other well. Here's a beautiful blood leopard boa that's possibly het call albino. It's funny, but the blood and leopard gene together work really, really well. You know, they both have darkness in it, but they both have a lot of red in it, and they really express their epistasis together completely differently. Look, you got that black eye, obviously from the blood leopard. Look at the black tongue. Then you got all these reds in there. Just imagine what albino would do to this. I don't think we've seen a blood albino leopard yet. We probably will. I wouldn't be surprised if someone made it this year or next year. That would be awesome. I'm not at that stage yet to make one, but when someone does, it's going to be exquisite, I know. Here's the female. That was a male. This is a female, which you can see is completely different. Also blood leopard, possible het call, but with different, this one's lighter. It has more browns in it than the other one. It doesn't have as much black in it. And that's, once again, that's the variable expression of blood and leopard. Put them together, you get even more variable expression of it. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Look at that. Look at the head. Look how the head has the reds in it, and then in that Y shape, and then the darker burnt reds around it. Really, really nice. A really nice, my red dragon. This is a call albino blood, double recessive. Put on nice size. I held back the 2 males. I was gonna sell one, and then I fell in love with them both, and they're so beautiful that I just kept both males back, and they're both really starting to express the blood and albino completely differently. I'm gonna show you this one, and then I'm gonna show you the other boy. This one has gotten a lot lighter. Well, the head has stayed really, really red, which I like. I like when the whites come in on the body though. But this has more pinks than whites. Really, a lot of contrast here. And here's the brother. You can see he's completely different. He's got like some white striping on his head there. A lot more detail in his body. And he's getting really light too. Look at that white tail. Just really cool. I love blood albino combinations like this. This one I believe has the hypogene. This is probably a sun dragon, I'm pretty sure. Really nice. Look at that ruby dark eye. That is like the greatest red eye I've ever seen on a boa. Beautiful, beautiful snake. And once again, changing as it's getting older. Here's a gorgeous VPIT positive IMG female, my holdback that I kept. I actually wound up selling all my males. Everyone wanted them, and I actually sold my holdback too, because I have another one, a different one with the hypogene that I'm keeping. I'll show you that in a minute. But this gorgeous, this girl's the best one I've produced. This is the best one I've seen, I think. Look at that beautiful cross on its head. Look at that red tail and the chocolate colors. That IMG gene is just bringing all kinds of like these browns and chocolates into this, yet it won't make the snake jet black because it just removes just enough melanin to keep it really contrasting and interesting looking. She's gonna be a stunner when she gets older. I can't wait. Check out this Russo Red Pastel Hypo Sterling I produced in 20. This holdback male is, I have him listed as A+ because he is just so light. He looks like he's got blood in him. He's so red. This is probably one of the nicest ones I've ever produced. Showed him to you, and he's just getting better as he's getting older. These don't lose their luster, as we like to say. Beautiful, beautiful red. The saturation of this Russo Red Pastel is just amazing on this snake, and I'm so happy I held him back. Here's a beautiful holdback Hypo Labyrinth female that's possible head VPIT positive. We won't know until we prove her out, but she is gorgeous. Look how inquisitive she is. She's got the great labby patterning on her. Super reds in there from that hypogene. She's gonna make some amazing babies. If she ever proves out to be VPIT positive, we're gonna hit the jackpot with this girl. What a stunner she is. I love showing you guys the grow-ups. These are the snakes that really get me excited because these are the next generation of boas here, Palumbos, pythons, and boas. So putting on some nice size. She's still a few years out, but we're just gonna keep watching her grow and putting on size. Check out this female I produced a couple years ago now. We're growing her up. She's a hypo blood that's parahet. That means she's either het for sharp albino or het for boa woman caramel T positive. And she's also het for anery type 2. That's aneuphoristic gene that removes reds. She is putting on some nice size. I held her back because she was just incredible looking. Look at that striping down her back. Beautiful reds, completely saturated with a lot of pattern, like weird, interesting pattern. And I just said, this girl is gonna be, she's special. I gotta keep her, see how she breeds. As you can tell, all bloods have black eyes. And that's a if you're never sure, if you're not sure if you have a blood, it's, you know, a het blood maybe, or a blood, if you got a black eye, it's a blood. Beautiful snake. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. I'm here with my beautiful albino sulcata tortoise, who's getting so big that Pablo's gonna have to build him an outdoor enclosure pretty soon. As soon as I'm on my feet, we're gonna build these guys some really nice outdoor enclosures with a little house, so when it gets cool, they can go in there. When it's raining, they can get out of the rain, and you guys can start putting on some serious size, because we want to get these guys breeding in a couple of years, right? Yep, said yep, he agreed. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying today's video. I love to show you my boas as they're getting bigger, and all my snakes for that matter, as they're growing up, because that's the cool part about, you know, being a breeder. Not just seeing eggs, but raising up the small snakes, getting them to breeding size, and then having them produce their own babies as well. If you like what you see, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit your like button. See you back tomorrow morning. Say bye.